listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
I am Count Ronald Swan, and this is Final Fantasy X. It is a story that was told to me once long ago, and I wanted to share it again together with all of you. It's a story of teenage romance, of love and honor, an epic journey and drama. It is a story of sorrow and loss, and sadness and death. It's a story of soccer and shoe puffs. I'd like to experience it together with you. This will be a bit different from some of my usual content, a bit less edited. After we've completed the mandatory story chain of missions, I'll probably start removing the random battles. It should be noted, this is my 6th attempt at this in the last few days. I've been trying to get the recording software perfectly balanced audio, perfect graphics. So, I may have done some of this before.
Can I have your autograph?
Of course.
Good luck tonight!
Nothing to worry about. Oh, if I score a goal, I'll, do this. That will mean it was for you, okay? What seat?
Ace block in the front row! Fifth from the right!
Got it.
If you observed keenly, you may have noted that the lip syncing was terrible. It's not going to get any better.
Can you sign this?
No prob.
Please?
Alrighty.
Me too!
Take it easy. Well, gotta go. Cheer for me.
2, 3. Teach us how to blitz!
Hey, I got a game to play.
Then teach us after.
Maybe tonight, well,
You can't tonight.
I mean tomorrow.
Promise?
Promise.
Yes, I also allow my schedule to be corrected by creepy ghost children. It actually happens often where I come from. There was a haunting at this place called Harrowstone. These people really like water, huh?
I was in a coffee shop running away from home when I heard the news. Our hero, Jecht, gone, vanished into thin air. My dad must have been his biggest fan. I knew how sad he'd be. Heck, we all were that day. Zanar, I says to myself, what are you thinking? I went running straight back home. We sat up talking about Jecht all night. My dad and I never talked so much. Whoa, didn't mean to reminisce, folks. Anyway, 10 years later, the Jecht Memorial Cup tournament is today. The two teams that have won through to the finals are, of course, the Abes from A East and the Duggles from C South. I know there's a lot of people out there today to see the star of the Abes. In just 1 year, he's become the team's #1 player. He's Jecht's blood and the new hope of Blitzball. What kind of super play will he show us today? Will we see his father's legendary shot? I don't think I'm the only one excited here, folks.
This announcer is so trustworthy. I like his voice. So we know that this character, Titus, is the son of the legendary blitzball player, Jecht.
Make way, make way!
This happens to me
Coming through,
when I'm at
sorry.
home in County Swan, actually. You get mobbed by
Hey,
peasants all the
I'm gonna be
time.
late. Hey, let go of me!
Sometimes it's a bit more violent than this, you know. One thing you should know before we get started here is to hold on to your butts. The soundtrack goes hard. You know, the first time I was told this story, I thought this guy was the villain. If you're confused as to what's happening, you should be. Now, that's got to be at least 40 or 50 feet with several foot drop, and you could have hit fans in the process. Very reckless contact.
Into the sand and dust in the sky. Go now. There's no other plan to die.
Keep a watch on his eyes here. As they go wide, you can see the reflection. Those are very good graphics for the year 2001. This is how it starts, you know. With these teenagers, they're always playing their water soccer, and then by the end of it, they're attacking and dethroning God. That's really just how Final Fantasy works. I was thinking of getting back into Final Fantasy XIV, actually. Not sure I have the time to commit to a massively multiplayer online RPG at this moment. Ah, here's our villain.
Orin! What are you doing here?
I was waiting for you.
What are you talking about?
What a handsome devil. He could practically be a silver fox like myself.
Huh?
Hmm.
Huh?
It begins.
What?
Don't cry.
In 2001, those pants where you could rip the bottoms off at the knees to turn them into shorts,
What the?
those were insanely popular.
Hey, wait! Hey, not this way!
Look,
And by the way, if you need to cry, cry. Don't listen to little ghost children in that regard. Do what you gotta, you know? something moving inside of that ball of water.
Sin.
Sin?
Ah, Cthulhu time. This is just like I saw in that documentary, Cloverfield.
Take it. A gift from Jack.
My old man?
I hope you know how to use it. These ones don't matter. We cut through.
The cinematic movement of this fight is so well done. As you run forward, the battlefield changes.
Don't bother going after all of them. Cut the ones that matter and run.
So Demi is a spell that will remove 25% of your
Get
current
out of
hit
my
points.
town!
Some can't wait to die.
This is the new limit break system. Take it. Multiple overkills, always a good sign for experience. Orin's refusal to use his left arm is very unusual. You really have to appreciate his character design, though. It's so aesthetically normal compared to most of what we've seen so far as a sort of futuristic early 2000s. Titus is wearing entirely too much yellow, I think. Not really a fan. I'm somewhat of a more, let's call it mature, stately. Not that I can't be appreciative of other such, it's just that he looks like some sort of fashion disaster, really. Ignore those other save files. We'll need one of them in order to do something in a
What are
little
you
bit.
laughing at, old man? Lauren, let's get out of here!
Weird expected.
Huh? Give me a break, man!
By the way, whenever you save, you fully recover HP and MP. So I should be alright going into this battle. Well, this looks pretty bad. Pretty good indicator that you should be hitting that particular one. This is also a bit new for a Final Fantasy game. Enemy attacks from behind. Sort of a full battlefield attack system. Quite new. You know, for 2001.
This could be bad. That! Knock it down!
What?
Trust me, you'll see.
If I hadn't already seen this scene 5 other times, I would really be questioning what he's planning to do here. The answer, of course, is kill several thousand people and commit an act of terrorism. This is not how building explosions work. And that's also not how engineering works.
Go.
Calves have to be quite shredded to have made that leap. Ah, yes. When the water becomes an undulating flesh monster, this is disturbing indeed.
You are sure? This is it. This is your story.
I hope you can see why I might think Orin is the villain.
It all begins here. Hey! Hey!
My old man?
Ah, yes. The Captain Jack Sparrow look.
I thought about a lot of things.
No, we didn't get to see him this time.
Like where I was, what I got myself into. I started to feel lightheaded, and then sleepy. I think I had a dream of being alone. I wanted someone, anyone beside me, so I didn't have to feel alone anymore.
We all feel that feeling sometime, Titus. Very normal. It's the most human thing possible, understanding loneliness. This place looks cold. lots of water. It's like a dog version of a tropical bird of
Anybody
paradise.
Oren! Hey!
Now, there is a language in this game spoken by a particular cultural group called Al Bhed. It is represented as a substitution cipher, which is where, let's say, if you wanted to say the letter A, you'd in fact say the letter G, that sort of thing. What's going to happen here is we're going to unlock that entire alphabet, so that if this is your first time watching and playing through with me, you will be able to understand what the Al Bhed are saying. Now, I should have all of the Al Bhed primers now. That looks like 26. So we're going to use 2 rotating save files. So if we make any mistakes, we can go back and, you know, it's a habit that I picked up when encountering a story called Final Fantasy Tactics, one that stayed with me through my entire life. Scarred me deeply on the inside. I'm just joking. I wonder what caused this area to sink at least 30 feet. It's a very impressive number. Like I said, this battle music goes hard. I think I may have accidentally skipped my turn while picking up my controller. My apologies for my foolishness. Now, these graphics are quite good, but you are seeing them in 4K 60 FPS remastered after 20 years, so take them with a grain of salt. Still, this game was legendary at the time it came out, and what a story it told. Something a little different from the norm. Very impressive fight there. It's like, what did they call it at this time in 2001? Summon bigger fish. That is a very damaging attack.
I'd made it out of the frying pan and into the freezer. I thought I was gonna die in this place.
Some unusual audio to go with that running.
Cold. Need fire.
Did you catch it? On the video in? Perhaps not. There is a secret treasure chest in the room back there, which we will be going back to get. Not here. Should be not here either. My apologies. You probably didn't notice very much, but indeed there was a brief sound issue, so I've decided to roll back the last 5 minutes. You won't have seen any of it, but fortunately you haven't missed anything you won't see immediately again. Now, our young man here, Titus, is probably quite tired. He just won a championship blitzball game. Well, I mean, won, survived, then ran and fought, then swam while cold. He's probably been sweating quite a bit with no water, no food, coming off of the adrenaline shock. After about an hour or two, he's going to be very tired. He's a low body fat individual. He needs calories as well. I've heard some people call him whiny, and don't get me wrong, he can be a bit of a bore, but what he's about to do is very reasonable. Also, this place must have looked magnificent in its day. Imagine the acoustics.
I need food. What do you want?
It was a bad call. Your team lost because of you.
You came to say that?
It's been 10 years. I thought you'd be crying.
Who, me?
You cried.
Hey, wait! Don't go out on me! Nah, just hold on. I'll get more wood.
That dripping green. I'm very curious as to how it runs like this. It doesn't appear to generate the same sort of force that, say, geckos do. It doesn't seem to have spider legs. It ends in points. These are called clicks, I see. called Battle Drill 4. It's a dynamic entry by security forces. This is clearly the fashion police. A lot of yellow here. Now, this young woman probably has a male character designer.
You
I
on
think-
my side? Cool!
What's interesting is her stance. Take a look at it for a moment. Her feet are pointed inward. This is a very Japanese thing that they have women do. I'm not really sure what the point of it is. But also, she's hunched down to a kind of squat while also leaning forward. Her body weight has to be in such a unusually distributed position that she could only possibly be doing this while also running if she was going to be comfortable. It kind of indicates this character is meant to be in motion, I think. Her ability to steal and use grenades is, well, superior. You can tell that even though she needs 2 turns, one to steal and one to use, her damage is slightly higher than our man Titus. It does, however, require her to be successful on the steal, which I feel like that was very well timed. Thank you. Well, that's quite unfortunate. I'm not used to my luck being this bad. At the point where we're legitimately in danger. That was very dramatic.
Phew. That was close. Hey, let me go!
Redek Drak! Ifin, Irisa, Tekiaka! Wak, Edeku! Kemed?
Fed! Trivita Grisa!
Dralnia, Drakisha Dave.
Ifun Petit! Fapuneket Fedrik! Kuno.
I'm going to choose to believe that she punched Titus in his abdomen rather than any other more unfortunate location. The real question is, why did these gentlemen walk past Titus and then walk back to him to drag him? What an unusual machine.
Ked, Daja!
Hey, that hurts!
Usujek, Rain?
Whoa. Okay.
If you were wondering, that red text at the bottom is Albed. It would be in blue in its coded form if we didn't have the Albed primer. I wanted to ensure that you understood what was going on here. He wants you to dive into the water and swim, and then feel.
I said I don't understand.
Akumala!
Fed! He said you can stay if you make yourself useful.
You understand me? All right, I'll work.
You might have thought that voice was familiar there. You may have recognized her as Tara Strong, the voice of, I don't know, Twilight Sparkle, Raven, several hundred other characters. You may also be surprised to hear that Titus is Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Sujaid!
Oh, almost forgot.
We're going to skip through this. I'll show you how it works when it comes around to it. But because we're playing in standard grid mode, there won't be a lot of choice for quite some time. Well, I hope you're enjoying this story so far. You know, I'm a big fan of engagement, and of course it helps the analytics, which helps all of us grow together as a community. I know it sounds so corporate, but if you could leave a YouTube comment below, let me know what you think of the story so far. It would help me, which in turn could help you. I would also be deeply appreciative. Yes, a new ability. Yes. You have to understand, I have read this several times already so far. If she has a sphere grid, that must mean that she's a main character. We'll be seeing more of her.
Right beneath us. It's not active now, but there should still be some power left. We're gonna go down there and activate it. And then we should be able to salvage the big prize. Okay, let's get to work.
Roger!
It feels a little unsafe, you know, going for that over-the-shoulder look while balancing on one boot. But I'm not a champion blitzball player. Let's see here. Following the anchor chain down to these ominous red lights. Perhaps this is emergency power or natural bioluminescence. They did say they needed to turn the power on, yes. And we will do a few of these random battles that get in our way. We haven't yet finished the main, let's call it, story. It is not until we've done the elemental battle tutorial that will do away with these random battles. They are pretty quick, so I hope they don't take up too much of your or mine time. And I assure you, we will be farming at some point to gain levels, and we'll do it as a group, though. Just these two together, that's a weak combination. I'd want at least 3 or more people together. This game is in love with water and the sea and the ocean. Umi is the Japanese word for it. In 2001, by the way, for all you Generation Z out there, that's how touchscreens work. You just had to hit them a few times, and they'd do whatever it is you wanted them to do. Ancient technology was incredible. You couldn't even imagine it by today's standards. We'll be needing those before long. This is actually how underwater architecture works. If you hit a glowing green hourglass, you can send slow-moving green electricity to turn everything on. Like I said, the 2000s were a very different time. Isn't it nice that all of these water monsters are exactly the size needed to come kill me? Now, Titus, you unfortunate fool. Now, this is a very interesting key aspect. They did this in Final Fantasy VII as well. What it wants me to do is to go onto something called standby, but I may not be able to attack at range, but I can just throw grenades. Ah. I moved very quickly. So rather than go on standby, what I'm going to do is raise our attack and defense, which seems like a stronger move. And of course, continue to check grenades. It just seemed like the thing to do at the time. Guess we're not going out the way we came in, but you know, that's just how things work. Now this is unrealistic because these things wouldn't go more than 30 or 40 feet. Look at how deep we are. Yes, a giant circle. Mm-hmm. This thing's a lot bigger than originally advertised.
Airship.
Ah, an airship.
Hoof, Roofdu, Tungadib. Way, Wichita.
Hey! Hey, I helped out, didn't I?
Notice my man is still freezing cold in overcast weather. Still no food, no water, not even a towel.
Hungry.
Again, he's not really that whiny. He is, however, an idiot.
Whoa! Right on.
Hey! It's 'cause you eat too fast. Hey!
Hello there. What is your name?
Riku?
Whoa! You really do understand. Woo-hoo-hoo! Huh? Why didn't you say so earlier?
I didn't get a chance to. Everyone thought we were a fiend.
We?
Oh, we means you.
Who are you guys anyway?
We're Al Bhed. Can't you tell? Wait, you're not an Al Bhed hater, are you?
I don't even know what an Al Bhed is.
Where are you from?
Xanarkand. I'm a blitzball player. Star player of the Xanarkand Abes.
Did you hit your head or something?
You guys hit me?
Oh, right. Do you remember anything before that?
So I told her everything there was to tell about Xanarkand. About life there, Blitzball, and Sin's attack. And about how Aaron and I were engulfed in this light.
Now
I
remember,
just said things as they came to mind. But then I started to wonder.
he's telling us this story. And now he's telling her a story in his story.
Say something funny?
You were near Sin.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, you'll be better in no time. They say your head gets funny when Sin is near. Maybe you just had some kind of dream?
You mean I'm sick?
Because of Sin's toxin, yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, there is no Xanarkand anymore. Sin destroyed it 1,000 years ago. So no one plays blitzball there.
Huh? What do you mean, 1,000 years ago?
Yes, that's right.
But I saw Sin attack Xanarkand. You're saying that happened 1,000 years ago? No way!
Yes, you didn't die, nor were you transported across the globe. No, my young friend Titus. You were thrown 1,000 years into the future. You didn't even get isekai'd. This is a time travel story. How sad, my young boy. How sad.
You said... You play blitzball?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
You know, you should go to Luca. Someone might know who you are, or you might find someone you recognize.
Luca?
Ah. Okay, leave it to me. I'll get you to Luca. Promise. You'd rather stay here?
Uh-uh.
Okay, I'll go tell the others. Wait here. Oh, And one thing, don't tell anyone you're from Xanarkand, okay? Yevon says it's a holy place. You might upset someone.
Oh, uh-huh.
My Xanarkand? Some kind of holy place? Yeah, right, I thought. Since when? Yevon? Sin? Luca? I thought Sin just took me to a faraway place, that I could go back in a day or two. But 1,000 years into the future? No way! Whoa, whoa!
There's no way his kick could have done that. However,
Shin! Sinek Musa! Etonic! Etonic!
Whoa! Ah!
we'll part here for now. I'd like to take a break, and probably you should too, actually. Now, I know it sounds simple, but consider unclenching your jaw, taking a drink of cold water, relaxing your eyes for a few seconds. You know, the 20-20-20 rule. That sort of thing. Just relax. I know most of you watch this during your daytime, usually at work, and just take a minute for yourself. I'll see you in the next video soon. I promise.